I am so sorry that we were so rudely interrupted right there.
Some
Sorry.
people,
Some people,
man,
the audacity.
the audacity.
How dare you enter your own home?
Right. Clanging beer bottles and
Yeah,
no,
right.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Uh, no. Oh man, where were we?
We just giving out shout outs to Winchester and all that
And what's
and all
been
that
going
stuff.
on in the community? Yeah, everything.
So part two of this episode.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Oh yeah, I was saying life is life right now.
Life is.
You know what I mean? How often does that happen to you?
When life be life.
Life be life.
Phew. Do you so I get that can mean a whole lot of things. Do you when you say life be life, and do you mean like, oh man, life be life?
No, I mean,
Or do
I
you mean
mean,
life be life is?
well, no, it's not even that. It's like here, I'll share something with you.
All
So
right.
because I am in recovery. I got almost 20 months, and I'm still sick. I still have thoughts. I still have I don't know, I'm not glorifying anything, but I still have daydreams. You know what I mean? For example, laying in my apartment the other night, me and my girlfriend was laying there, pillow talking, laying there, watching a movie, and we was like, you know what, fuck, I'm broke. Like I'm broke. I don't have any money. You know what I mean? Till payday. And it's like our old thoughts, my old way of thinking started coming back in.
What's your hustle?
You know what I mean? And I was like, man, I could go probably hit a lick. I could probably go do something, get some money real quick. I know I could. I mean, just that simple, one phone call. And then we're conversating about this back and forth, and we're not glorifying, but we're sitting there thinking like, yeah, we could, we could actually probably get 5, 6 racks up pretty quick. And then she looks at me, she said, well, we're not going to do that, right? And I'm like, no, we're not going to do that. But, we were talking about it because I'm still sick in the brain. But I'm going to tell you how my God works, right? Later that night, we go to sleep. And I work second shift, so I went to sleep about, I don't know, it was like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
I go to sleep, I'm laying there, 6 o'clock in the morning, phone rings. It's ringing, and I look over at it, it's my boss. Well, what in the world? You know what I mean? So I'm early. Answered it. What are you doing? Sleeping, bro. You know what I mean? Like, what do you think I'm doing? You know what I'm saying? He's like, you want to go to work?
Oh,
Like, I'm broke, right?
but you get to go to work.
But I get to go to work. You know what I mean? But he called me in for an extra shift.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A couple days
It's
later,
hard.
he called me in for another shift, extra shift on my day off. You know what I mean?
That adds up.
It adds up, man. And it's like you're sitting there talking about,
Oh, so what are you gonna do? Are you putting in the work for the money now?
yeah,
That's the
honest
term.
living, bro.
Oh, what are you
Honest
doing,
living,
Fraser?
yeah, I know that. Who would have thought, right?
I'm proud of you, bro.
But that's how our brains work, man. At least that's how my brain works. I'll sit there and be thinking the worst, and it's like, and then guys like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
you need some more money? Here,
Right.
that's how it is.
We're always going to want more, aren't we? What happens to the man who gets everything he wanted? What do you want then? What do you want when you get everything you want?
He's miserable.
Right.
You know the guys that sit around with all the money, yeah, and all that. If you ask every single one of them, they're miserable.
Yeah. We see these celebrities and these multimillionaires, and boy, are they depressed.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit you right here. You ready?
Okay, hit me with it.
What's your definition of true happiness? Yes.
You suck.
You tell me yours, I'll tell you mine.
My definition of true happiness, I think being able to.
Oh, that's a tough one.
It is a tough one. My definition of happiness,
Right.
I'm gonna.
It's different for everybody.
I don't know what parameters you had set for it, but my definition of happiness would be I'd like to own an old school record store.
Okay.
Vintage, old school
Mhm.
records. And I'd like to work there with a couple of my buddies that enjoyed music as much as I did. Go to work every day like that. Set my own hours.
So working for yourself,
Working for myself,
doing what you want.
doing what I want, and coming home to the person that means the most in the world to me.
Okay. Yeah. Good answer.
Yeah, and I think those are I think those are attainable goals.
They are
You
attainable.
know, but yeah, if I had to, and if I had to take a snapshot and see what it would look like for me, that's what it would look like.
That's what it looked like. Huh?
Yeah.
Well, for me, it's kind of similar. You know what I mean? Me, the true definition of happiness is having my purpose. You know what I mean? How many years did I walk around with no purpose, nowhere, didn't feel good enough for nothing, right?
Right.
But having my purpose and having my person, you know what I mean? My significant other that I care about,
Yeah.
that cares about me for me the way I am and doesn't want to change me,
Mhm.
right? That to
Yeah.
me, that's the true that definition of happiness is just having my purpose in life. And luckily, I found my purpose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
You know, that's interesting you say that. It just brings me to mind, some of the times I'd be sitting in a psychology or a philosophy class and this would come up. It's like parents, we will have a child or children, and one of the parents or both of the parents, the majority of marriages end in divorce now.
yes, staggering numbers.
But like say a mother will pour all their love into their children.
Mhm,
And that's great on one hand.
mhm.
But the person that you're going to be left with when those children grow up and find mates of their own and leave the nest, you've denied for all these years, and then it's like you're married to a person that you don't even know at that point.
Right.
And I don't know. I just always found that argument interesting. Are we supposed to? There's an equilibrium that exists there,
A balance.
and a true dynamic to it.
How do you juggle both?
It'd be neat if they came with an instruction booklet. Right.
What model are you marrying?
Right.
I got the XG14.
Fixing to upgrade.
I'm
just kidding. But you know what I mean, man?
Yeah.
That took a turn.
Yeah, that's funny.
But you know what I mean? It's like, how do and that's, I always found that interesting that oftentimes a parent won't think about that. They want to stay together for the kid,
Mhm.
and then they're pouring all this. Sometimes it's both parents. They'll be pouring differently, right? The children into the children, not into each other.
Mhm.
And then when the children grow up and venture out on their own, here's these two almost strangers at that point left together. And,
Yeah.
I don't know why I don't know why that popped into my head, but I've always found that interesting.
It is interesting.
Yeah.
And it's crazy you say that because it's rare, but you see them old couples now,
Oh, how
50 years, 60 years.
that's what we strive for, right?
Right.
Because you want that. You want your you want your person.
Yeah.
You want your person.
Yeah.
You want to be able to share your life with somebody.
Yeah, that's the definition of happiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that your definition?
That's it.
All right.
Have your purpose and have your person.
Have your purpose, have your person. That's it, right? So I think on some level we just described the same thing, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your purpose and your person.
Purpose and your person. There's that.
Didn't expect that.
Shit got deep right there. What model you got?
You never know what's going to happen. We'll talk about it later.
Troubleshooting.
I thought you were tearing another phone book.
No, not yet.
That shit was funny.
Yeah, that was a good one.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of things going on, man. A lot of things going on, but we work through it.
Yeah. There's a lot of things going on and behind the scenes that it's just like, we're involved in a lot of people who are in community living. A lot of the people that we interact with are either live in a community or deal with a community that live together. Right. While they're trying to get through this thing. And man, up to this point, I thought that's a beautiful thing.
Right.
I thought that is a beautiful thing, man. And And on one hand, I still do. I see the benefits and I see the positives of it. You know, you can lean on each other and you can hear, maybe you'll hear something from somebody, and it's just learning how to exist again without drugs and alcohol. So, but on the other hand, on the flip side of that coin, there, you know, I just get the image in my head of a rattlesnake all coiled up in the tall grass.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
you know, it's ready to strike.
Yep.
And
so
it's a shame because I think a lot of that is old behavior that we haven't come to terms with. Just because you get clean and sober, just because you're not doing dope and getting drunk, that by no means means that you've got it all figured out, man.
none of us do. But I'll tell you something about community living that I've never understood. And I catch myself because I work in the facilities and I have to work with people in community living, right? And it's like I catch myself telling people like it's community living. You gotta learn how to deal with other people. You gotta learn how to accept things you don't like. You gotta learn how to look the other way. But at the same time, we tell people, well, you came by yourself and you leave it by yourself.
Yeah.
So it's like a contradiction, right? Because you're telling them, hey, look, you don't need to worry about yourself, but at the same time, you need to worry about your community, your brothers. You know, you gotta look after one another and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that was one thing that I always had a problem with community living, right? Is to find that balance of how to keep to yourself, but not isolate, but you still got to be open in the community, right? It's I don't know, that part always bothered me.
You know, we I don't know. Again, I I think this is something we could go off on a tangent about because
Yeah.
do you remember when we were little?
Yeah.
And we had a problem with somebody that one of our people in our friend group, we duke it out.
Yeah.
We duke it out and
Be best friends.
probably the next day we were buddies, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you gotta let people work through things how people work through things. We can't
You can't do that today.
you know.
Yeah, you can't go down to the gym and put the gloves on and knock each other out. You know what I mean?
Silly monkeys.
I mean, I don't. I mean, I'm not against it. I think it might be, good thing for some people.
I think I definitely see the benefits of it, but you know,
Well-
so would you say that we'll just end it on this topic because we could go on for a minute on this. Do you think it's more beneficial to the clients that we don't let them work things out on their own, or do you think it's more beneficial to the people that are working the facility too?
I think it's a combination of both.
Yeah, I think you're right, probably.
Because if we let them do that, then you get back off into the prison mentality, and then you're gonna have
It'd be bullying,
and you'd have
it'd be high school all over again.
yeah. Because not everybody can do what one person can do. So.
Right. Yeah.
Part of community living is learning how to live with others. Because let's face it, even though we have our own places and we live by ourselves, wait, you still live separate living.
I do live in a
Okay,
separate living
so you're
house.
community living still.
Yeah.
So even though we're
7 roommates I've got. I've got 7 roommates.
So even though we're learning how to live on our own, and eventually you're going to be going out into your own place, you still got to be able to go out, go to work. You got to be able to go to stores. You still got to be able to go out in the community without problems, right? And that's one thing. Maybe that's one benefit of it is you still got to learn how to deal with different people, different personalities on different levels,
Right.
without blue.
It's difficult.
It's very difficult sometimes.
It's difficult because Tim wants to do what Tim wants to do.
I mean, if everybody would do what we said, it would be a whole lot better, right?
Why won't they just do what I said? That's the right way.
Yeah, man.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Well, we got a lot of guests coming up.
Yeah,
we got some people lined up. Got some powerful guests coming up. We got some good stories coming up. Tim, you're going to be giving your lead here soon.
Yeah.
We got a lot of positive things going on.
I'd like to do that on the next episode, man. Just kind of give people an idea of what's.
I wish some of our listeners would start dropping some comments about some topics and some things, or maybe some problems going on in their life, or something that we could talk on. Because me and Tim, we can sit here and talk about us all day, right? But I would like to start touching on some stuff that's going on with the audience, and maybe stuff we can empathize and we can relate to, and maybe give our view on it. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you what, the person who drops the comment of the topic that we end up using, we'll get one of these nice, we'll talk about it later t-shirts. I'll send it to you, mail it to you, whatever size you wear.
Uh-oh. A little
Just-
incentive?
Just a little incentive.
Little
Just let
incentive.
us know. Talk to us, man. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about it later. It would just help us out, you know what I mean, to try to maybe be able to touch on some things that people out there are struggling with because we can sit here and talk all day, but until we start getting some interaction with some of our guys and some of our people out there, you know what I mean? It would help us out a lot.
Right.
Please don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff on all platforms. We are on Facebook. We are on TikTok. We are on Instagram. We are on Spotify.
Mhm.
We are on YouTube.
Right.
All those channels. Check us out. It's all the same name across the board.
Yep.
Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, and share us to your friends. Share us to your families. You know, share us around.
Right.
We're trying to grow this thing. We're trying to help as many people as we possibly can.
And again, best comment or the comment on the topic that we choose to elaborate on and in the upcoming episodes.
We'll contact you.
We'll contact you and we'll let you know that you want a t-shirt
Yeah.
and I'll get the size from you and your address and I'll mail it out to you.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Great. Good idea, Tim.
Yeah.
We're going to keep our little episode short today.
Yeah.
We just wanted to drop in and be, because we got to be consistent.
Right.
We've
Right.
made a commitment to do this.
That's right.
So we have to do it on the same time every week. So,
Right.
well, sorry for the part 1 and part 2. We had a slight interruption there,
That's all right.
but yeah, things happen. You know, I'm not gonna say no names.
Right.
You know who you are.
Yeah.
But anyways, guys, my name is David Frazier,
My name's Tim Lowe's.
and we'll talk about it later.
See you guys.
Later.